Christmas Santa on top. Peppermint Lane is the 2025 ISE name. So there you go. The sign looks phenomenal. I really like how the candy canes are holding it up right there. And honestly, right here we have Charlie in the box, who is new for 2025, and he is being retailed for $220. And I do want to cover on the step pads, as they are little peppermints. So let's get a demo of Charlie in the box.
I'm the official sentry at the island of misfit toys.
There we go, Charlie in the box. And also right here we have a sign that says Island of Misfit Toys, which is really cool. Ties in with Charlie in the box. And then right over here we have the two other Misfit toys, with this one being Misfit Dolly, who is $220 as well. So let's see Dolly.
A dolly for Sue.
There we go. Let's get one more demo of Dolly.
Wake up! Don't you know it's time to come out?
So there we go, Misfit Dolly. And then right over here we have the Misfit Elephant, which is another pretty cool one.
How would you like to be a spotted elephant?
He is also $220. So all the Misfit toys are being retailed for $220. And then right over here we have Clarice from Rudolph, who's also $220.
Rudolph, I think you're cute.
There we go, Clarice. She's actually really big in person. I really like the proportions, and she has the wreath around her neck right there. Another really cool one, I might pick her up this year. And right here, one that I'm very excited to take a look at. This is the Candy Cane Bling Nutcracker, being retailed for $600.
Tidings we bring to you and your king. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
This guy is also Bluetooth, which is really cool, so you can actually choose the sound that he does play. And right here we also have a new Rudolph blow mold for 2025. And now we can take a look at this house right here, 1225 Peppermint Lane, or 1225. Similar to last year, we have the houses. So this right here is the Peppermint Lane house, which I think looks really nice. The same roof as last year as well, with the gumdrops. And right here we have another one of the Nutcrackers, but I'm not quite sure if this guy's on, so we'll see if he is. But he's also $200 that I do want to point out. He is a collapsible Nutcracker, so he's very good for storage. And then moving over here, we have the Swingin' Elf, who is $200. I'm not going to stay for the entire demo, but obviously this guy is a reskin of the Swingin' Snowman from last year. And something that's super cool is this right here, the Spirit Christmas sign that actually has an archway. And over here we have the post office, which is also very similar to last year. We have the letter that you can put in right there. They have all the letters right here with some pens. So as you can see, an example right here. So you can take a look at this and you see send a letter to Santa, and then you actually, this light will light up and it will be nice or naughty. So that's definitely a very cool feature that I love about the post office. And then right here we actually have a bench, so you can sit down, and I think that that's a definitely cool, unique feature for this year. And then right here we have the silver bling nutcracker. So
Take a house with a house of honey. La 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly. La 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel. La 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 la.
there we go, and he's also Bluetooth and is also $600. And then right here, which has to be my favorite animatronic for 2025, Frosty the Snowman.
Could I really be alive? I can make words. I can move. I can juggle. I can sweep. I can count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 6, 8. Well, I can count to 5.
There we go, Frosty the Snowman, being retailed for $300. Definitely one of my favorites, and he looks so cool in person. Here's a comparison of his head. He is massive, so definitely an awesome prop. And he is actually fluffy, which I think is really cool. And then back here, we have the display with the Christmas tree that is actually rotating, as you can see. And right here, we have the motion tracking Santa. So let's definitely get a demo of this guy.
Merry Christmas! 'Tis the season of snowflakes, laughter, and warm, fresh-baked cookies. Leave some for me, and I just might drop by with gifts. Ho, ho, ho!
This guy is also a really cool one, and he is $300. I love that he does have the motion tracking, and this guy looks awesome in person. Definitely another one of my favorites. He looks super cool. The face looks really nice, and I also like how his hand is like that, and then also the present with the motion tracking. Definitely the best part about this guy. And then moving over here, we have one of the new green nutcrackers. So this guy also, not sure if this guy's on, but we have the green nutcracker, which also has some mouth movement, and he also sings some songs. He is $200. And then right here, we actually have a price list for the ISC pieces, so you can go ahead and pause the video if you do want to see that. But now moving on to the stock. So first up, we have some of the new nutcrackers. We have the candy cane one, and then we have the silver one, and then back here we have the returning red classic nutcracker, the collapsible one. We have a Clarice back there, motion tracking Santa, Frosty the Snowman, and then over here we actually have a swinging snowman from last year, and 3 of the elves, it appears. Let's just confirm that. Yep, 3 of the elves. And then back here, we have the entire blow mold selection. Ton of new additions this year, with one of them being the Mickey Mouse, which I think is a really cool one. But one of my favorites has to be the new Bumble. This blow mold looks absolutely amazing. Let's get a price check on him. He is going to be... Actually, I don't believe it has a price on it, but he is so cool. Oh, it says it right there. $50 for every single one of these, so each is $50, and I think that is definitely worth it, as they are blow molded plastic. And this Bumble looks absolutely amazing. We also have the Rudolph right here, which is also brand new. I think that one also looks amazing. And then we have the return Mickey and Minnie gingerbread blow molds, one of my favorites as well from last year. And then we also have the Santa Jack skeleton from last year. And then up there you can get an overview of all 5 of the blow molds besides the gingerbread Mickey. So that also looks amazing. And I'll come back to all of this over here, but first we need to check out this new inflatable section, Spirit Inflatable Land, as you can see right there. Look at all these inflatables. First, I want to start off with this giant Bumble. This thing is huge. Look at how far I have to back up just to get an overview of this guy. He looks amazing, giant, and also sort of LEDs in there, so if he is on at night, this guy will look amazing. Definitely a giant one, so you do need quite a bit of space for this guy, but he looks awesome. And now we can move on, and they actually have all of the Misfit toys. As you can see, they have the elephant, Dolly, and Charlie in the box, and they actually are animated. As you can see, they all rise up. So there we go, Charlie in the box, also really cool. He's only $70. And then right here we have the giant Rudolph inflatable, who I believe is 10 feet tall. Another really awesome one. And then we have some of the SpongeBob inflatables right over here. We have the Patrick Star, and then the actual SpongeBob house with the Christmas lights, obviously. And then even more inflatables, some returning from last year. And before we move on, here is all the stock of the inflatables. They have a full wall dedicated to inflatable stock. And then behind me, moving on, we have the polar bear, which I think looks really cool, the snowman, and then we have the teddy bear, and just even more inflatables. We have the Santa, and then another one of my favorites, this gingerbread stack. This is also new, and I think that this one also looks really cool, also including those LEDs. This is also a really cool one, definitely one of my favorites. As you can see, it's very large, over 10 feet tall. And then right here we have some of the inflatables in stock. We have the 20-foot animated snowman, which isn't set up, but this guy is $300. And we also have the Santa, the Christmas tree, and then the gingerbread man. And over here we have even more inflatables on this wall. Not all of them are set up here, but we also have a Charlie Brown inflatable down there. We also have Frosty, which I think this one looks so cool. Definitely a really cool one. 9.5 feet tall. We have a Jack Skellington who is $130. We even have even more up here. I really love all the inflatable selection. I think that's really great that they have so many characters, and they even have one of the Bumbles in stock down there. And then moving on to this back wall, they have even more inflatables. As you can see, so many inflatables to choose from. Moving backwards, we have some of the lights. As you can see, we have a 20-inch oversized light bulb, which I think looks pretty cool. These seems to be plastic, so a sort of almost rubber material similar to a inflatable. And then we have some lights over here. Don't want to spend too much time on these as they aren't really anything too special. And then moving over to some of the decor on this side, and then we'll circle our way back to the other side. We have all of this tinsel, and we have some Christmas tree bags. Don't want to spend too much time on this as these are kind of just extras. But now here is something that I think is super cool. We have an ornament wall. As you can see, they are $10 each, so there are so many ornaments to choose from. I'll give you a good look at all of these. They even have some of the horror nutcrackers that they had last year as ornaments, so I think that that is definitely super cool. So there you go, all of the ornaments that Spirit Christmas does have this year. And then behind me, you actually have some of the figures. As you can see, Snoop Dogg, you have Ralphie, Buddy, and then also some Krampuses down there. We also have some ornaments over here. Once again, nothing too special, because I do want to move on to something right over here, which is going to be these new props. Now, I'm not completely sure if they are animated. I guess we can take a look at the tag. Holiday greeter. So this looks really cool. The bluey looks awesome, and they have even more. As you can see up top, they have a Frosty the Snowman, which I think looks awesome. They even have two variants of Frosty. They have one with the broom and then one with him holding a Christmas tree, which I think looks so awesome. We even have Mickey. There's so many options. You even have Hello Kitty and Snoopy. So these are definitely really cool items for 2025. And also right behind me, we have even more characters. As you can see, we have some elves up there. We have a Rudolph, which that one looks really neat. We have some Nightmare Before Christmas, Woody, Mickey, and then actually Star Wars down here. As you can see, you have a Stormtrooper and then Grogu. And over here, some Nightmare Before Christmas merchandise. And this is actually the Creepmas section. So first, actually, this is brand new for 2025. Take a look at this. Santa holding a Halloween book and an almost red and black lollipop. That's really cool. And then also this guy right down here. He's holding a pumpkin. He has a skull. And then over here we have a Nutcracker selection as well on the back wall of the Creepmas. So I'll give you a good look at this. A mini version of the collapsible Nutcracker from last year. The red one. We have some Santas and even more Nutcrackers. Spirit has such a wide selection when it comes to everything Christmas at the Spirit Christmas store, which I think is so awesome because it's a really good fit for everybody. We have some Creepmas paintings, and I really like this one. It's an evil snowman. Also down here, we have a We Wish You a Scary Christmas Nightmare Before Christmas painting and even Terrifier 3, almost like paper things that you can hang up, and this looks really awesome. Really neat piece. As you can see, Art the Clown right there dressed with the Santa hat and the Santa outfit. And then also some things from last year. We have the